like tempo centric drafts throughout the entire course of the tournament.
All three cores are mid from what I've seen. Because when they were playing Radiant, they still had all three cores mid, and they had tOfu sitting inside the tree line to scout it. So that looks very similar. They're actually going behind the tower. This is deep.
It's awkward now.
Yeah, too deep.
Yeah, they can't go for this anymore. Gaimin Gladiators set up too well around the mid.
They realized they're like SD Mirana, don't get first blooded, right? They're actually going to even skill Boar and Hawk right away from this. So not the traditional that you see from these Beastmasters. But gives you an opportunity. You have Boar to block arrow if you do get Shadow Demon disrupted and going for a rune or something like that. So maybe that's the reason why. Runes. Looks like it should just be that 2-for-2 exchange. And let's see how this mid matchup goes. They picked this confidently into it. This is maybe some Matumba Man flashbacks coming into play here for Team Liquid. Going for this Lone Druid with a Jug. I don't feel like I've seen these two together in some time. The Healing Ward with Lone Druid Bear is really cool and stuff like that. Just if you do fall behind early, could be a little bit weird for your lineup when Gaimin looks to group, and that is what Gaimin likes to do. Like Pino was saying, they like to punish greed, and this definitely could be one of those greedy traps.
Boxi is going to come down towards the bottom to try for the first blood still. They get the setup on Seleri, and with the Blade Fury follow-up, should be enough.
Nice.
And indeed it is. First blood for Mika.
And do they get a boar kill as well? Nice. Good deny. Don't want to give up boars ever. Way too much gold. Good setup. Maybe they even linger around here. Boxi might just continue playing there, and maybe Zai, they just kind of sack him. This is an old thing Liquid used to do, but Zai, he might just die up here.
I mean, Insania's going to try and TP up to help him in time, but indeed Zai already gone. So Gaimin Gladiators quick to punish the fact that Zai was laning on his own.
And interesting lane setups here this time around from Gaimin Gladiators. They're actually putting the Enchantress bottom with the Beastmaster, and putting the Lion up top with the Medusa. Probably because the Lion versus that Primal Beast overall, you can kind of just halt any aggression if it does come out, perhaps is the answer.
I mean, what would you sort of make of this, mid? Like, do you imagine that Lone Druid Nisha should be able to get the edge in this matchup?
I'd imagine so, yeah. I think he should have a little slight edge. See how much luck he has too with these roots. If he has get some good RNG versus Quinn, that could be pretty cool. Quinn has a good way of, of course, you know, Storm. You can push out the lane constantly here. And if you're not too careful with your bear, he shouldn't give it up. But there's definitely potential if you make some mistakes.
Both getting rather low here, both Quinn and the bear.
Pushing the limits. He's saving skill point too. Maybe looking for an opportunity to go
bottom lane.
Bottom.
There's going to be another one for Boxi. They're taking out Seleri. But this Enchantress doesn't have an easy start to the lane.
That was by himself. That's pretty big. And look what he's going to do. Same thing that we saw Boxi do versus Quinn last time. Hey, you want your bottle fills? No, no, no. We've got a bear checking one, and I'm going to take the other one away from you. Seleri, though, dying, will refill the bottle, but feels like this is something that Boxi really likes to do, to be able to try to pressure Quinn when he's playing bottle heroes. So maybe that was also the thing with the Lone Druid. They're like, okay, we're picking a hero that's just going to make sure that Quinn doesn't get these bottle refills.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those heroes that's difficult for Quinn to step away from his tower against. As Nisha will be quick to run him down with the bear. On him.
Another connection.
It's going to block the arrow that one, of the ball, and that's going to give Ace the chance to get back safely.
Yeah, cool. Really, really interesting to see that from Ace. We've seen not too often going for the board, but yeah, definitely understanding why he wants to do it. You will give up some board kills though, and every time you do give up board, it's a ton of XP.
So far things on the top lane. dyrachyo doesn't look like he's having any sort of slowdown against these two. As the moment out of the cause, it's Zai who's struggling to get the most CS out of this laning sort of setup.
Yeah, that level 1, just using that blood grenade to get the kill is definitely going to start him off slow. Ring of Health is finished. But definitely going to be some difficulty to pressure dyrachyo up here. He's just going to be able to get these free snakes off, and has the backup always of this Lion to stop any aggression. Mid, fairly even, but yeah, Nisha pulling slightly ahead.
Quinn pretty much out of mana, so won't have any chance of threatening the bear as low as it is right now. As Nisha still does have the resummon on cooldown. Only 30 more seconds though.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Boxi's movements here in the next few seconds. I imagine it's likely that he does look to just make a rotation toward the runes. Insania maybe also, because for Shadow Demon it's very natural to check runes, because you can just Shadow Poison stack a camp while you're also making the effective move. 15 seconds, we'll see if they do look to do that. They're going to send the, looks like Insania's going, yeah, poison attack.
I mean, will Gaimin Gladiators do anything in return, or are they just kind of leaving Quinn on his own?
Looks like they're kind of just leaving him on an island. Quinn going to probably have to clear out these two creeps and go back. This is for the range. Yeah, he's going to just stay for the XP and then go back, it looks like.
Should be setting up Nisha for a pretty nice start. You know, he's going to hit his item timings. No, if this sort of situation stays like this where Gaimin Gladiators aren't able to pull any supports over towards this mid to try and set up for something around Quinn. Nisha's going to get the free farm.
This is why he wanted it. Beastmaster doing very well though, Ace. Even though they've tried to slow him down with some tri-lane and movements, he's actually 22-7 last hits. That's going to be a really, really good start for Ace. We've seen what he can do on this Beastmaster a lot of times. I haven't gotten to see too much of Beast with the Dominator builds lately, but could definitely be incredibly good being able to group up with that with the Medusa lineup.
In terms of the top lane, still it's going pretty peacefully for dyrachyo.
He's chilling.
Able to just hang under his tower.
It's definitely the dream. I'm sure Gaming, they're kind of fine with all this, even though Quinn's probably, you know, a little bit annoyed that they constantly keep checking his runes. Dyrachyo's probably like, dude, I'm absolutely free farming, pretty much only missing a couple last hits so far, and they've got stacks ready for him. Like a triple stack right above him already.
I mean, when Zai has his Vanguard, will there be the chance to dive this top tower, or is that always going to be hard against the Lion?
Maybe if they bring it, the Mirana and stuff like that, but definitely going to be difficult with tOfu always there. You see tOfu's skill build, he's 1-1-1. He took the mana drain at 2, but now he's got 2 different ways of disabling it. It looks like he's actually maybe making the first move to catch Liquid off a guard down here. They have a catapult wave coming in, Mickey dropping a little low.
Yeah, he's still got the Blade Fury to rely on if he's quick enough. Let's see if tOfu can catch him by surprise.
Looks like Insania's trying to set up onto mid at the same time.
Okay, keeping a safe distance is hard for tOfu to catch him without Mickey spotting him, so okay, should be okay. Unless he steps down towards this kind of bottom row of trees. He's stepping quite far up the lane. tOfu, can he catch him?
They're pretty
try, he is. He's able to get the opening stun into the Hex. The damage from the impetus, the right clicks from Ace is bringing Mickey low. They've got him. tOfu playing it very nicely from the edge of the vision and catching him by surprise with the opening stun.
Liquid's just looking to play completely around mid lane, but that's definitely going to cause issues for Mickey, and Ace is doing an excellent job, and it's not like Quinn's dying, so he's still holding his own here. Catapult wave. Catapult is going to go down here. I'm sure dyrachyo's like, your carry just died. He's a Jug, I'm a Medusa, I'm free farming.
He certainly is.
Gaming is definitely feeling amazing about this anyway, even if Quinn is being slowed down. Can Liquid get this tower here? They really want to keep this pressure onto Quinn.
See further TPs coming in. They're going to bring the Medusa in for some action. Let's see if they can get the setup.
Nice arrow.
Nisha's able to get the ult off. He'll step away. I mean he'll lose the bet.
I didn't see the plus gold. Did it creep in the last hit?
I was going to say, I didn't see the plus gold.
Actually didn't really get to see there.
Well, the bear's dead.
Bear's
he had
dead.
to resummon though, so Nisha's still good to go. Continuing to farm in the mid lane.
Good arrow from Boxi. I think if he doesn't arrow that Centaur creep, perhaps they can actually set up onto Nisha there. So nice little angle.
Yeah. It could still be hard to find the damage though.
Still could be a bit
Gets the ult off.
yeah.
He's going to be able to walk away with his 1400 HP. dyrachyo, after showing his face mid, he'll return back towards the top half of the map, top lane. He's been quite happy up here.
That was a very interesting rotation. I don't think I've seen many Medusas do that. I mean, dyrachyo does like to get involved more than I feel like anybody else, but...
Yeah, if anything, probably was just down to the fact that we've seen Liquid be kind of very heavy-handed with their pressure in the mid, right? If one hero is trying to go for it, a high likelihood that there might even be 4. So dyrachyo just wanting to make sure that his own team didn't get outnumbered.
I got him.
Top. Insania will find the setup onto
He's
him.
alone. Get Stone Gaze off.
This might give him the chance to live. Arrow's going to be off the mark from Boxi. He might need some TPs to come in if there are any available. It doesn't look like they are. So dyrachyo, under his tier 1 tower, I think he's in a whole world of pain here. He'll be able to put the 1 charges, but indeed nobody is able to head up and help him.
He's like, team, somebody. But no, he looks like he is inevitably gonna go down. Zai gonna get the last hit.
So where Boxi? I mean, yeah, I guess they didn't have the TPs. I think tOfu, he has his available, but I believe at the time he didn't actually have one on him.
He did not. It just came out on the courier.
But tOfu's like, it's all right.
He's like, I got a tower
One
last
tower.
time. Yeah.
So he's happy with that one. Might not have been able to keep his carry alive, but takes a tier 1.
And they pushed Mickey out of the lane. That's the other important thing too. So it's like, dyrachyo died, but your Jug's not farming either. Quinn's still slowed down in the mid lane. He's having to sit around this tower to make sure that Nisha can't actually push it fully. And it's like Liquid making the move over to punish him and perhaps try to set up for it. Dyrachyo's actually going to fill up Quinn's bottle. He's like, you don't help me top it, I'll help you mid, my brother.
dyrachyo, he wants the farm here. Like, come on, Quinn, let me take this.
He set it up for him. He took range.
He's had enough at top. He doesn't want to go back up there. None of the supports are going to TP up and help him. Time to go to the jungle.
And they're setting up Ace for absolute success. No, he has a full Dominator already. 9 minutes in. Boots is well coming out. He is very large. Level 7 too, so it's not even the axe builds, it's just all around the summons.
Yeah.
These summons, they're very strong. These supports, I mean, it's been particularly like Shadow Demon hates to play versus this. He's looking for an angle.
He's looking towards mid. They're going to try and jump the bear. And they should get it the once, no problem. 300 gold towards tOfu.
He'll take that.
See towards the Blink Dagger Fund.
3-2. 1K lead now. Another the resummon is there. They get the disruption.
Nice going to come in and help out. Liquid want to take this fight. They'll go forward with the onslaught, crashing through onto the two of them. Get the pulverize onto tOfu. Raw's going to be used from Ace to free tOfu and allow him to step back, turn with the stun. Look towards Zai. Quinn is going to zip back in, drag him in with the vortex. They haven't quite got enough damage to take Zai down. And on the high ground, Quinn, he gets caught, locked down by the fear in the root. He's out of the game for 25.
He zipped in way too aggressively. Zai's got a Vanguard. Bad choice.
I mean, Zai might be able to go for more. He's going to have onslaught again in a second. See if he can find his way over towards tOfu. He can. In once more with the onslaught and the trample. tOfu keeps his distance.
He's okay.
And they won't be able to push the bear in under Earth for tier 2. They'll pull back in Nisha.
He'll get the tower here.
Get the space to get this pressure on. They'll force out the fortification. 10 minutes, 4-2. It's a close start
here. Yeah, and Mickey during that is able to catch right back up. Dyrachyo also, I mean, they're neck and neck.
They really want to kill this bear. They were pretty freshly resummoned. See if they can. I mean, Insania and Zai, they may be able to keep Quinn and Ace off it. Quinn is again going to use quite a lot of mana to try and kill this bear, but it's going to live. Nisha's able to get it back. They won't get it. Now Quinn himself still has to be a bit careful.
He's very low mana.
He is incredibly low mana.
Arrow, big one connects on Seleri to their follow-up.
Gaimin Gladiators have got a lot of backup. tOfu's going to turn up back towards the mid. They've got the 4 heroes here once more, so Liquid won't be able to get any kills from this.
tOfu failed to fill up, though. Did not have a slot in his inventory to give Quinn that mana back. Does have mangoes to be able to feed to him, but yeah, Quinn.
That's a slow start.
Slow start for him.
Quinn's got to keep his cool. Maybe a bit of a recovery game for him to play. I think the Storm this time.
I think this might be the most attention I've seen on mid in this tournament.
It's a lot.
There's not that many kills. It's 4-2, but I think we've seen like 9 heroes show up to mid lane. Yes, between 7 and 9 heroes back to back to back.
Yeah. I mean, both the carries, they're having a great time.
They are.
And you see the moment dyrachyo and Mickey keeping up with one another.
So we should be set up, hopefully, as we say, for a nice little mid game into the late game potential here.
I mean, this ain't going to be no 21-minute stomp like
this isn't last game.
There's no way. No way it's all there. 11 minutes in.
How are these levels looking? I mean, the supports, because they've been moving so much, they're actually quite under-leveled. Boxi is actually the highest level of the supports by a 2-level margin. He's got a medallion and he's got a Deso cute right now.
I mean, there's no way.
That'd be pretty memey.
He is absolutely memey.
So
he ain't doing that. I mean, there's already going to be a Deso anyway on Nisha's bear.
Yeah, it's a good solar game for sure for the Lone Druid and for the Juggernaut. I imagine he goes down that route. Shield Rune, Quinn, he'll be able to snag that one. Big stacks for dyrachyo. How are the stacks looking for this Jug? He's got a double stack prep at the moment. Not the same size as a Dude, so we can now start farming them a bit earlier than that Jug. No Battle Fury just yet. tOfu's lingering around too. He's like, give me that XP, I need 6.
Yeah, he wants to go around and use that finger. Here we go, 6 is online.
And they do need it. As we're seeing, there is a bit of damage issues at the moment on Gaming versus these tanky frontliners, especially on Zai.
Smoke time for Liquid. Also have the Moonlight Shadow back up in 10. Insania, Zai, and Boxi looking for the setup down bottom, seeing if they can find maybe Seleri or Quinn.
They got a perfect read where Quinn is right now. Look at that circle drawn. Quinn. He's got a shield rune, but they've got a lot of damage and control for him.
A disruption into Arrow will do it.
Angle. They're Moonlight Shadowing in.
Oh, they're going to see him. They can get that opening, whether it's Zai getting him with a grab or Insania setting up with a disruption. It's Zai just stepping up with the invis of the Moonlight Shadow, getting him with the pulverized. Quinn caught by a nasty surprise.
Boxi is doing a lot of work in this early game here for the side of Liquid. Just early itemization, early levels. The fact that he's 6th, I mean, I say that early, but in comparison to the other supports, he got it very early on. And getting caught off guard again. Bottom of the cores. Not by a massive margin by any means, but 900 behind his counterpart of Nisha, who... Yeah, his timing on his Deso, it's going to be very, very good. They can probably look to force a Roche very early with this lineup on Liquid, with the Lone Druid plus the Jug even showing up with Healing Ward.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, Gaming is...
Lineup definitely has that opportunity.
Gaming definitely has potential to fight back, especially if dyrachyo has Manta, and I believe they are going to have the Helm of the Overlord probably at the same timing. So Gaming is still going to be strong to fight into that. And Quinn's job overall in this game, I think the panel did touch on it, it's jumping the back line. It's looking for the Shadow Demon.
Battle Fury timing from Mickey. 14 minutes, Dread's Battle Fury 1, very respectable timing on the Jug.
Especially for having that one death, of course, too. So
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Very, very close to this Medusa.
They want to try and get a kill with a finger. tOfu.
Okay.
It's on the way towards Insania and Zai. Zai might be a bit of a tough one. Insania, not so much. They'll go for the easier of the two. Ooh, they'll fight the Vortex, but tOfu's still able to set up with the stun, so they'll get the kill done. Didn't need that opening jump from Quinn at the end of it all. tOfu, he's the one to open play.
And he's got the blink. He doesn't get the last hit, but he has been, I mean, the stack gold and everything that he's been able to get, that is fairly early. And looking in comparison to Liquid, their initiation for starting fights is Zai. And, okay, he actually is about to have blink dagger too. Okay, cool. So they'll both kind of have ways to start fights. That's a very early blink though on tOfu.
Yeah, I mean, both him and Boxi having quite the time when it comes to early game gold on these supports.
Yeah. And is the Solar Crest done? I'd imagine for Boxi it's about to be. Yeah, he's gonna be finished. I mean, nice itemization. So definitely could look to force Roshan, or at least force a fight perhaps, or just sneak it if Gaimin Gladiators isn't ready. And Liquid, so they're looking to make the play here around Zai's blink dagger. It was scouted though, so there was a hawk right here just now from Ace. Let's see if Gaming is set up for this read. Liquid, if they get a kill, they'll immediately go for the rush. They might even just be able to do it without. Let's see Ace. This could be that kind of a dream pick off here.
I mean, he is so dead. If they get any sort of catch onto him with this bear and the death, so Ace won't stand a chance. Zai is in with the blink. Nisha in with the bear. Catch him with the fear. Go forward with the onslaught. Ace will turn with the roar, but there really is no way out for him.
Do they push tower or do they go straight to Roche? Let's see which is the call here for Liquid.
McKay's bringing the wave in.
I think it's probably just the Roche call. With that fresh Deso Bear, he's got a stack on it too. Solar Crest, they can bring it down quick. And with Ace dead, don't know if Gaming's going to be able to contest that one here.
Yeah, this is incredibly strong as a team right now, Liquid. They've got through this early game, and something that could have been maybe punished for the greediness of having like the lone druid mid and this juggernaut in the safe lane with farming the Battle Fury. It's working out so far. His timings, he's going to be able to make all these moves, kind of just Liquid going as 4. Mickey can continue to farm. So far, at least from Liquid's perspective, I think they're doing everything they hope for with this draft.
Yep, and they've got the insurance policy of the Jug too, in case things get a little weird. He is going to be, of course, going Battle Fury and going for this kind of farm build, so...
Yeah.
Do think Liquid can look to push a little bit here, just dyrachyo is still farming very
and I think they need to push, because I feel like we're seeing kind of this Jug Medusa stuff go on, and if the Medusa's in the same place, the Medusa's in the happier place. I feel right now, dyrachyo, he's definitely going to be telling the team that he's got this. He's ready to carry, he's set up for success, and the numbers definitely show that. So we'll see if Liquid could keep the pressure on, or if dyrachyo is going to be able to walk away with this game.
The stronger dyrachyo does get, though, they will have the SD, so that's always going to be something that Liquid does have for an answer, but I'm definitely on board with you there. This time it's not dyrachyo playing a TB, where it can be a bit of a riskier carry. It's a Dusa, a very safe hero.
Tried and tested
yeah.
many times in this patch.
And playing versus no mana, no diffusals, nothing like that to be able to go through it that much faster. Nisha, he's playing, I mean, he's going for farm efficiency. He's actually taking a Philosopher's Stone on his main hero and just keeping Duelist Gloves on his bear.
We'll see if he finishes up as well. I mean, he's got Deso into the MKB queued up, so...
Probably expecting the Medusa, Manta, Butterfly timing, but dyrachyo's actually got Scotty queued up, so...
Invisibility.
If that ends up working.
See what sort of defense they're bringing on the tier 2. dyrachyo, he's going to show his face up here. Feels that he can do without the threat of being dove.
They don't want to let Liquid just take over the map. And, I mean, they're still just farming, right? Gaming, Quinn is starting to catch up completely here. 2K lead for them, even though it's 6-3. This one is one of the slower games that we've had in some time. Liquid wanting to catch, perhaps, here.
Does feel like they need to. With the moments passing, Gaimin Gladiators as a whole are getting more out of the map.
Absolutely. Quinn.
For the jump in the mid. For the follow-on onto Quinn, he's able to pull lightning away.
Great read from
maybe Insania does have a haste rune. He's trying to see if he can get in and get the disruption set up. The rest of Liquid, they're focusing tOfu. They'll chase out the Lion. See in the mid, Insania, he's really messing around with Quinn, but the roar's up from Ace. They just turn and take Insania down. Quinn will come over the zip TB, but the onslaught from Zai will catch him. And they will manage to kill off Quinn.
Trying to go for Mickey under the tower. They do end up losing Quinn again here. He is still struggling, but it's not about the Storm this game. It's about the Medusa, who's still getting free farm. Yeah,
Medusa's getting free farm. Ace, of course, as well, is also in a fantastic spot.
So Nisha, looks like he bought his shard. Okay, cool. This is one of the few, I think, carries that does buy shard still very, very early on. It is one of the better ones.
Don't stick around to pressure onto the tier 2 as of yet.
And look at Liquid, yeah. I think they're feeling like they want to be able to control the map a lot here, even buying a gem for Boxi, so. Really looking to keep applying this pressure to Gaimin Gladiators so this dyrachyo can't just sit back and farm.
Yeah, they don't want this.
No, they got to keep it up, though.
This sort of control of the map they have to slip away.
Yeah.
Try and shut down, yeah, these areas for the Medusa. I mean, dyrachyo's continuing to find this safe spot under the tier 2.
He's got the backup of his team now,
Yeah,
too.
it's difficult for Liquid to make the move to dive this Medusa.
Ace is scary, too. Drums with the Dominator.
They're trying to wrap
the
around. They really want to
Sorry,
try and
Overlord.
force a fight around this tier 2. You know, Zai and Insania.
I mean, Zai, no BKB. It's starting to get a little bit more difficult for him to just commit forward in. He's pretty close to it, too. Gaimin, they're going to look to punish him. I think they did just see him for a second.
Yeah, they've got the roar, they've got the finger, they've got great burst, they've got great catch. tOfu, he's in with the jump, they're able to catch Zai far away from the rest of the team, and with a quick burst of the finger, Zai's gone.
And it's around a power rune, too, also for Quinn. Ace still has the roar available, too.
I mean, they could
didn't
take
have
this
to use
into
much
more.
there.
Liquid might have to be a bit cautious how they back out of this one, as Gaimin Gladiators
They're chasing.
continue to push on. tOfu can get the next jump with the tier 1 here, Liquid. So they'll be far enough away to deter Gaimin Gladiators from jumping in that deep.
Okay, looks like he is going to... I was wondering if we do see it, so Mika, he is queuing up Defusal next. Let's see if he does commit for that. After SNY and Battle Fury. Mercer can be an item choice here, but can be a risk, because you could get set back on some weird timings when there's like a Scotty Butterfly and Medusa. See if he does commit for it. Gaming clumped up with these auras, feeling confident to push.
And they're the team that doesn't have the Aegis. Just goes to show how confident Gaimin Gladiators are with their position.
I mean, rallied around Ace. Like, it's going to make their team fight very, very powerful. Liquid, more about getting like maybe an initial pick-off before they look for a fight, because fighting into the 5v5 of these auras of the Beastmaster definitely looks problematic. dyrachyo is getting all the space in the world to get his... Yeah, he's got the Scotty now done. And they're gonna likely, I mean, he's just gonna take the Wisdom Rune. I think they've just given it to him like every time. I mean, he's always farming Ancients. I feel like all his heroes do this, but... Oh, tOfu.
I mean, Boxi tried to step up, but tOfu again, immediate with the head.
This is the gem. This is the big pickup for Gaming.
Ooh, I mean, Insania's going to step up with the disruption, but there's no one else around to try and fight back against Gaimin Gladiators. So indeed, that gem, it will fall into the hands of Quinn.
I mean, that's like a core kill, honestly. A massive snag now. The map control is going to continue. They still have Roar. They can still continue to look to hunt. You can see how confident they are. They have no cares about this Aegis whatsoever. tOfu now, multiple catches with his Blink Dagger. 5K lead for the team with the Dusa.
And the team with the gem, the team with the soon-to-be-had map control.
They're crushing this in these last few moves.
Tower is under attack.
Set up around the dyrachyo too. Aegis is going to get reclaimed. I don't think Liquid is too happy at all with what they got out of that one. They didn't really get anything. Tier 2, it's dropping fast. They might, I mean, I feel like they might just continue here. Playing around Ace, there's definitely possibilities of at least forcing
They're certainly
people
going to
back.
consider it.
Yep.
Let's just sort of have a poke and see what this forces out in terms of reaction from Liquid.
They don't have the best D-push by any means, so this could be problematic.
Yeah, their D-push is kind of just throwing bodies into the midst of the fight. No, Zai charging in.
Yeah, it's like Shadow Demon Poison is their best D-push, which is pretty pathetic. They're going to look for maybe a long wraparound or something here, but dyrachyo, he's just walking in front.
They want to have the high ground here, Gaimin Gladiators, so Liquid unable to make this sort of move. Defusal now done on Mickey.
Okay.
So he's definitely geared up to fight. When you go for with this Battle Fury into the SNY, and then you go for the Defusal. You want to go now. You know what? You want to try and make this Defusal have impact, whilst it still hurts.
But Gaming's they're sticking together. If causing issues for Liquid to find anything. Look at Ace. I mean, he's just waltzing in. Insania's going to be
Insania.
down. That's a pretty free one.
He's going to disrupt himself. The rest of Liquid will probably just bail on him. There's no help in this Shadow Demon. Oh. Okay, well, there is Moonlight Shadow.
Wait, where'd it go? Where's the jet? Oh, it's on Seleri. I was like, what? Oh, looks like the long zip
still
though.
find it.
He walked under the sentry.
It looked like he was going to get away, but indeed, they had it under control, Gaimin Gladiators.
Ace is not using Roar. He's holding it for a bigger target.
He is, yeah.
Like, he could have just roared and
he could've.
didn't need to. Yeah, he knows.
They knew they had it.
Another jump.
They're going to go for the bat.
They'll easily kill it.
Yeah. Easy plus 300.
Looking rough for Liquid.
Certainly is.
Gaming getting so much out of the map. The supports are scaling massively after these last few kills. 6K gold on both of them.
So much just slipped away from Liquid just during this Aegis control that they had. Nisha had a good start, but it's been sort of passive, right? They haven't really been able to rally around this Lone Druid and do anything in these last 5 minutes.
Honestly feels like they kind of have to fight right now, but it doesn't seem like they're finding opportunities to. Gaming's just split up on the map now, and they're They're farming on everybody.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting so huge, both Ace and dyrachyo, and yet Quinn's catching up.
And they're even now just going to take away the Tormentor too, easily bring it down with Seleri. Easily might die.
Seleri,
Okay,
careful. He's cool, he's got the heals.
Oh, and look who gets the shard. tOfu is like, bless, now my Medusa, I have no worry. Even if he gets disrupted, instantly clear those illusions.
Liquid's got to look for something, and we see it with their play here. Zai and Insania, they're going to look for the jump in the mid.
The cancel.
tOfu, he's in with the stun, they're away, the arrow's not going to connect.
And now Ace is turning up. Liquid, they got to disengage.
I mean, Mickey's here. But once they've sort of revealed their hand, there's just no chance of surprising Gaimin Gladiators with the jump, and Gaimin Gladiators, they're fully set up for anything that Liquid try to push on and do.
tOfu just always playing behind Quinn. As long as he's there to get the cancel on this Pulverize. Maybe Zai regretting not using BKB, but it's a risk to come forward there and just use BKB trying to get a kill if you didn't have everyone. And you have to make sure you get that kill if you do pop it. As Gaimin now smoking.
Will Liquid be prepared for this?
I think dyrachyo is going a pretty aggressive item build next here. He's feeling confident then for his damage. He's got the small crit. He's going for the Silver Edge. Nisha's farm, he's falling behind. He's still ahead of Quinn, but it doesn't feel great by any means. This Medusa is just massive, and Mickey, they might just set up on him here. They have the ward, they have the trap prep, they know exactly where it is, it seems like.
tOfu gets the opening there. The smoke is about to come to an end, so it might be a bit harder for tOfu to get the catch, but Mickey will continue to farm. If tOfu continues to hunt, doesn't look like it, so Mickey will be able to get away with this one. Pushing out on that bottom jungle area. It does mean, though, meanwhile, in the mid, tier 2, it's taken out. They've got the creep wave coming in.
They might force it bottom immediately right afterwards, too. There's no glyph.
Liquid, they really want to try and find a Roshan by the looks of it before they're forced to fight, but
I mean, they'll lose the pace.
They're not going to get the chance to. Yeah, Roshan's still not up for 30 seconds. The push from Gaimin Gladiators is coming in on the bottom lane.
Instant illusion's gone. How do you stop this, Liquid? That's the question. Gaming's testing you. And this rack just looks like it's going to drop with no contest.
They've got the fortification, but they're going to have to bring everyone back if they want any sort of chance of pushing back.
Nice
this
jumping
guy.
in.
He's going to go for tOfu. He's going to get caught straight away, though, by the stun. They're turning on towards him. Had the defensive disruption to buy some time for
There's
die. The stun's going to catch Nisha from the low ground, and tOfu's just in with a finger. They're taking out Insania. They've got the Hex onto Nisha. Nisha, he'll push them back with a fear, but dyrachyo's just dealing too much damage here with the crit and the Skadi.
That might just be it. Gaming, they're just grouped. They're giving no chance to Liquid.
They've got nowhere to push this back, Liquid.
These guys are just too good at knowing their timings.
Max is theirs. I mean, they can stick around Gaimin Gladiators.
I think there's no hope. That was everything from Liquid.
Goodness.
That's it. Gaming, they're all grouped. 5,000 gold on Ace.
What do?
You don't do anything. This dude's just hit her timing with a Beastmaster.
They don't have Omni Slash, they don't have anything Liquid, it feels. They've only got 3 heroes alive.
That's it, Owen.
This is 2 sets of racks.
They have towers to go through top, but Gaming have just completely ripped this game open, and Liquid just did nothing to them. Unlucky, says dyrachyo. And now they can set up for the
We'll
Roche.
see again on the replay. I mean, Zai's efforts to try and get something to start this fight, but indeed the Pulverize put to an end. And dyrachyo, he's just far too far to this point. When Skadi and the crit that he just had delivered, right, he's just tearing through them. tOfu getting this excellent angle up on the high ground to get that Hex into the burst. The fight's over sooner than it began, really, for Liquid.
Yep. I mean, it's an Omni Slash to kill Seleri, and that's about it. You need absolutely everything to kill dyrachyo. You didn't even touch him. You didn't even scrape him. And Gaming, they're too good when they play for these timings. They're too good when they get Ace off to this type of start with his Beastmaster. It's nothing super fancy by him, but it just makes it look so good. Boots the bearing, Helm of the Overlord. He's got his BKB now. Aegis.
Yep.
It's time to close it out.
It really is. They can taste it, Gaimin Gladiators. They are so close. They really are. 17k lead, 28 minutes here. Liquid, they're going to need a comeback like they've never had before to turn this one.
How do they do this? Nisha's bear did nothing in the fight. It got stone gazed and died almost instantly.
They just don't have the deep push. Their deep push is throwing their bodies in.
They got no damage. They got no
just
nothing.
die. To the base, they're more than ready to go again. I mean, Gaimin Gladiators, they did what they did bottom without an Aegis. Now they've got the Aegis. Now they've got the cheese.
Look at this. There's the illusions, but quickly probably going to get erased from tOfu. He's a little far away. There we go. dyrachyo says, come on.
They got to do something.
Challenge me.
What are they going to do? I mean, Mickey's coming back. He's going to be ready to join them, but the
it's
tier
dropping.
3's gone.
Butterfly timing. He hits 20. Can he do anything to
They've
dyrachyo?
got the disruption. But dyrachyo, he's Silver Edge. I mean, they'll be able to take him, or maybe not even the ones. Dyrachyo's still alive, they'll fear him, but instead of pushing him away or finding
Oh, he's
a
fine.
safe position.
And Zai's gone.
He's out. It does not have buyback. Mikkei's trying to find some sort of way to jump him with the Omni Slash, but it's split between far too many units.
Oh,
He
what
gets
a
caught
stun.
by the stun. He'll put the Blade Fury, try to stand his ground here. They burn through the mana of Dyrachyo. Dyrachyo is getting low, but because he still has that Aegis, they get the Vortex pull back onto Mikkei. Mikkei's out as well. No buyback on him. tOfu, he's jumping in, he gets the setup with the stun onto Insania. Zip for Quinn.
GG.
It's over. GG is called. Gaimin Gladiators, they've done it.
Want to dominate the gaming world? Join the ranks of dedicated gamers. Subscribe and conquer.